Hi guys! So today I thought I would show a look that I'm probably going to be wearing a lot over spring and summer. It's pretty simple looking, it doesn't look too heavy, and it's not too difficult to do either. So as always, I'm going to start with a primer to create a smooth base to apply my makeup on top of, and I guess for it to last longer as well, although I really just look for the smoothing. And I've already partly done my brows because I'd already worn makeup today, so brows are effort to do most of the time, so I thought it would just be quicker to leave them on. I'm also going to quickly add some peach toned colour corrector underneath the eyes to cancel out some of the darkness under there, and I'm using the same one by Tarte as usual. On my skin, I'm not going to be wearing a foundation today. Instead, I'm going to be applying a BB cream. This is the Klairs Illuminating Supple Blemish Cream with SPF 40. I'm going to talk about this a bit more in my upcoming favourites video, so for now I'll just tell you that this is my new go-to base. I'm very much in love with it. It's very dewy, it's very natural looking, so it's perfect for a look like this. Next, I'm going to run some concealer over my spots using a Sigma Airbrush Blender brush. That was really hard to say. This brush is great for going over texture because it's not very dense, so it doesn't pick up loads of product, but the way the bristles are, I guess it's kind of fluffy, so it covers every side of the spot without you having to cake loads of product on. And I had that one spot that doesn't want to cover. You know, like the freshly picked evil kind? I had one of those on my forehead, so just try to ignore him. He's just gonna hang out with us this week. Underneath the eyes, I'm going to apply the Tarte Maracuja Creaseless Concealer just to brighten that under eye area up a little bit more. Then, of course, I'm going to set that with a powder to avoid any kind of creasing, but also to mattify the under eye area so that when we apply some eyeshadows later on, it doesn't end up transferring or any fallout clinging to it. So next, I'm going to add some shape and warmth back into the face. I'm using a cream product again, and I used this guy for the first time in my last video, and now I use it every time I wear makeup, so say hello to my new love. Instead of applying a crap ton of it to my face straight from the tube and it being terrifying, I pick up the product on the brush first and then I apply it. It just makes it a lot easier and leaves less room for error. For my cheeks, I'm going to be using an orangey corally cream blush and applying it quite liberally with a round kabuki brush. So here I'm just fixing up my eyebrows a little bit since they ended up looking not quite as sharp as I wanted them to be because I applied product around them and it just kind of made them fade and look meh. So I'm just using my usual products, the Sigma brow powder, and then setting with the tinted Eyeko brow gel. Moving on to the freckles, I did these with a grease paint, kind of alternating between these two shades, and I'm using a teeny weeny little pinpoint concealer brush. So I started and then I realised I hadn't added any contour or highlight, so tiny little detail here. I'm just using the shade Naked 2 from the Naked Basics palette, just softly on the sides of my nose, and I don't think I added it anywhere else. Nope. Then I added the new Illamasqua Beyond powder in OMG as a highlight, and OMG, look at it. Look at that glow, it's beautiful. If you wanted a highlight that is like almost like Mary Lou but not quite as in your face, then this would be a great option. When I was sent it, I replied to the person I know at Illamasqua who sent it to me, and I was like, I love it. I want to cover my entire body in it. So back to the freckles, I'm going to apply them randomly, mostly on my cheeks and connecting across the nose, but then you also want to add random ones in other areas too to make it look more natural. This is also great for covering up spots as well. You got texture you want to cover? Bang a freckle on it. Easy. Now pause a second, this look right here, don't actually pause. If you pause the video you won't be able to hear what I'm saying, but this look right here, I really like. I would probably wear it like this, how it is, but this is a makeup channel, so we have to make it interesting somehow. So moving on to eye makeup, I'm going to start with a primer and a flat base colour. Then I'm running this soft brown shade through my socket on a fluffy brush, just to add some depth there. You could even use your regular bronzer or contour shade for this. That would tie everything in together nicely as well. I'm also going to run some of that Illamasqua powder across my lid with my finger and then run that brush across through the socket again, just to make sure everything blends together. Next, I'm going to apply some brown eyeliner between the upper lashes, and this is going to help make your eyelashes look fuller, and in my opinion makes everything look neat and pulled together because there aren't going to be any gaps between the lashes. This can be quite intimidating to do the first few times you do it, but if you look down into a mirror, it's not so bad. I'm also going to run this pencil across the lower waterline as well, but if you have a decently pigmented gold or bronze liner, then this would be a much better option here. I just don't have one. So the reason being, I'm now going to take a mixture of these two colours to make a bronze colour, and I'm going to run this all the way across underneath the eye, and then also up onto the lash line too, so it will stick to that liner. If you place a finger just below the eye and kind of pull the lash line down a bit, then it's going to be a lot easier to apply in that area without it getting in your eyeball. Here I'm just taking a clean brush and just running it along the edges to make sure there are no harsh lines, and then I'm going to be taking a brown gel liner on a tiny little angled brush and drawing in some lashes from the lower lash line. And just do this with whatever you feel more comfortable using, so a gel, a brow pencil, an eyeliner pencil, a liquid liner, anything will do. Now I'm going to be wearing mascara on the bottom lashes as well, which is going to help cover up any messy bits, but if you didn't want to wear any mascara on the bottom, then you might want to be a bit neater than I was here. I knew I was going to wear the mascara, so I wasn't really trying to make it too neat, so pay more attention to it if it's going to be more of a focal piece. So next I apply mascara to the upper and lower lashes, but not so heavy on the bottom since we have that detail down there. I'm also going to be using some of Linda Halber's lashes for this look. I'm going to be alternating between using the doubles and the triples to create a wispy lash effect. They're different lengths, so I like to use the triples, which are the shorter of the two, to kind of fill out the lashes, and then I use the doubles, which are the longest ones, to add little fluffy bits every now and then. And I really like how this looks. If you are someone who doesn't like wearing strip lashes or finds it difficult to apply them, this might be a product to consider because they're very easy to apply and you can get the same kind of effect as strip lashes with like 10% of the effort of application. So moving on to the lips, ideally I'd use a lip tint so it would stay on all day, and I really love how lip tints look on other people, but we've talked about lip tints, they hate me, it's a one-way relationship, so instead I'm using a tinted lip balm. This particular one starts off a nice colour and also fades to a nice colour, so it's a really nice product to wear when you're out and about and not wanting to have a mirror out all the time. But then that's it. I know this is still probably a lot more makeup than most people tend to wear throughout spring and summer, but it's the makeup channel, innit? We've got to make it fun somehow. I almost stuck confetti stars to my face, but I thought I tried to do something kind of normal looking for once. So I really hope you like it. Link me up if you recreate any of my looks because I love seeing them. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll speak to you next time. Bye.